The following broadcast is a copyrighted production of 412 Communications. Any non-personal retransmission of this broadcast without the express written consent of 412 Communications is hereby prohibited.
Welcome inside to Fred Rust Arena on this Friday evening edition of Delaware Hockey Night, presented by the Law Office of Long and Greenberg. Coming up, Salesianum back on home ice taking on the Longhorns of Unionville High School from just over the arc in Pennsylvania. James Witherite flying solo on the airwaves here this evening. In a Fred Rust Arena press box that has an unusual amount of traffic on this Friday. Josie Billett, our videographer for this evening's DHN doubleheader, as we take a look at the undefeated Salesianum side during warm-ups. And this team has been flying high from season's outset, 10-0-0 in ICSHL play. Last night they defeated Cardinal O'Hara by a tally of 9-2, and what's really quite impressive about that win, 9 different goal scorers, 12 Salesianum players on the score sheet, and almost an identical Limestone Pension Associates line chart here this evening for Brian LeBlanc's Salesianum team. Michael Manzi getting the start in net, 7-0-0 on the season with an impressive 1.13 goals against average, a .940 save percentage, and he's registered 2 shutouts on the year. Christian Kinsler and Matt Bellepede starting left defenseman and center respectively. They have both accounted for at least 1 point in every game this season. Christian Kinsler with 3 multi-goal games. Matt Bellepede with 3 assists against Cardinal O'Hara, along with a goal last night to earn him first star honors. And on the other side of the red line for Stephen King's Unionville Longhorns, who are 4-8-1 at this point in the season. The big name to look out for, Anthony Culp. He's on a 3-game point streak. He had a hat trick on December 19th against Radnor. Also had all 3 goals for the Longhorns when they beat Henderson last Friday by a tally of 3-2. Unionville, while they're 4-8-1 on the season, they're 2-1-1 in their last 4, having drawn Garnet Valley 6-6 on January 6th before their victory over Henderson last week. That's the Limestone Pension Associates pregame report. Without further ado, we're going to take you inside the glass for tonight's opening introductions. Hockey fans, good evening and welcome to Fred Rust Arena on the campus of the University of Delaware. Tonight, the Intercounty Scholastic Hockey League presents a boys varsity matchup between the visiting Unionville High School Longhorns and Salesianum. Let's meet tonight's starting lineups. For the Unionville Longhorns, coached by Stephen King. Starting in goal, number 47, Zachary Tomaszewicz. On defense, number 10, Connor Freeman. And number 89, Corrado de Toro. At left wing, number 81, William Pizzi. At right wing, number 46, Matthew Carlson. And at center, number 16, Jordan Janish. And now the starting lineup for Salesianum. Starting in goal, number 1, senior Michael Manzi. At right wing, junior number 33, Leighton DeMasters. At left wing, junior number 17, Stash Tuschinski. At center, senior number 9, Chris Albert. On defense, junior number 41, Gianni Pacitti. And your captain, senior number 13, Christian Kinsler. Salesianum is coached by Brian LeBlanc, Bob Thomas, Johnny Travis, and Devin LeBlanc. The on-ice officials for this evening's game, as appointed by the Inter-County Scholastic Hockey League, are Brian Danish and Rob Savastano. Fans, at this time, we ask that you please direct your attention to the American flag located directly above center ice as we honor the United States of America and those who defend this nation with the Star-Spangled Banner. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Pre-game festivities and formalities in the rearview mirror here at Fred Rust Arena, and we're about set to go for the first half of our Friday night DHN Twin Bill. Tim Dominic giving us an assist on the other side of the press box. Always good to have Tim on hand behind the scenes. One of the most ardent statisticians the game has known in this area. And we're grateful for his insight as he's able to provide it. First period face-off brought to you by First State Ice Hockey, committed to building the next generation of youth hockey players in and around Delaware under the philosophy of one state, one goal. Learn more at firststateicehockey.com about their classes, clinics, events, and growing summer tournament program. Chris Albert coming in to take the opening draw for Salesianum. He'll do so across from Jordan Janish, second leading scorer for Unionville with 6 goals and 9 assists. To this point on the season between the pipes, Zachary Tomaszewicz, 4.96 goals against average and a save percentage of .817 on the year. Matthew Carlson, in fact, lining up for this draw. As Janish takes to the right wing, Rob Savastano set to drop the puck. On a Friday night in Newark, and off we go. Freeman chips the puck off the far boards as far as center. It's turned back in by Gianni Pacitti behind the Unionville goal. Cleared out by DeToro up the near side, and this will be an icing just 18 seconds into the game. Fresh legs on for Unionville. Albert remains on for Salesianum. Across from Anthony Culp, taking the D-zone draw in Longhorn territory. Pasiti intercepts a botched breakout, dumps the puck in low. John Young recovers for Unionville behind his own goal. Albert staying with the play. Young in a race for the puck to the near corner with Stan the Man Stosh Dushinsky, who had the game-winning goal against Cardinal O'Hara yesterday. One of 9 Salesianum goals scored by one of 9 Salesianum goal scorers. So a balanced score sheet last night, to say the least of it, as 12 of these Salesianum skaters accounted for points up at the stadium last night. Dushinsky and Kinsler crashing the net. This ruled no goal amid a net front collision. Brian Danish right there to wave play off. Just over a minute into the first period as Tomaszewicz not only came up with the save, but there was a crease violation, it appeared. And the face-off will be spotted by Rob Savastano. Just outside the Unionville blue line. Big guns on for Salesianum. Matt Bellepede taking the draw across from Cole Blackburn. In come the Sal's, led up the far side by Eamon Schofield. Puck caroms to the near corner. Graham taken off his feet. Labuono protects, leaves the puck to Morady. His shot was blocked in a congested slot by the skate of Corrado de Toro. A 2-on-2 the other direction was led by Blackburn, whose long shot was easily sticked away by Michael Manzi to the far corner of the Salesianum zone. And here comes Bellepede barreling back the other direction. The drop pass to Graham resulted in a shot that was sent quite wide of the near post. He caught it off the toe of his stick, didn't get good contact on it at all. Opposite side, launching the puck in was Morady to no avail. It's cleared back to center where Schofield leaves it to Labuono. Up through traffic comes Bellepede. Backhand on the doorstep. No, couldn't get a shot away. Bellepede still with the puck, coming out to the near point. He was pushed high in the zone by Burke, trying to shovel the puck on to Braden Graham. He didn't connect with his man, but Salesianum will get an attacking zone faceoff. 2 minutes and a couple ticks into the first period as a result of a Unionville icing. Face off to the left of Tomaszewicz. Jack Igo going to play a floating role for Salesianum. Coach Brian LeBlanc, as we saw during the Limestone Pension Associates pregame report, stressing 13 forwards and 5 defensemen for this game, and Igo is going to filter through all 4 lines at some point or another to spell the quartet of centers. Kinsler holding close to home, slammed the door on Carlson. Carlson with a centering pass after getting the puck back did connect with John Young, but he was surrounded by white and gold sweaters in the low slot area. This puck again sails right between the train tracks over to Young in the far corner. This trickles below the goal. It was played on by a high stick. Rob Savastano waving that high stick off as a Salesianum player made the touch in low, and play now ends up in the Unionville zone again as we come to the 3-minute mark of the first period. No score. Matthew Carlson slowed up by the reaching stick of Joey Pietropaulo. It's pushed in deeper by Igo, taken away again by Carlson, and Kinsler, who's been out for the majority of the 3 minutes and 13 seconds that have gone by so far, trying to protect his own blue line. Nate Bellepede steals the puck mid-zone. He walks up the near boards, the kid brother of Matt Bellepede, who leads this team in assists with 15. He's got 5 goals, 15 assists, good for 20 points. That's got him second in offensive productivity for Salesianum so far this year, behind Christian Kinsler. Sal's cleared. Puck volleyed across the blue line, brought in by Alexander Tomaszewicz up the far side, but he was stonewalled at the Sal's blue line. Pasiti finds Kozink to Massey. First we see of the fourth line tonight. Massey tried to get a shot away, trailing toward the far corner, but it sailed behind the net. And this puck is lofted into the netting by Corrado de Toro from in his own zone, giving us a pause with just over 4 minutes gone. Massey and Blackburn took the draw to the left of netminder Zachary Tomaszewicz, who's only seen one shot. Likewise, Michael Manzi's only seen one to this point in a lengthy feeling out period between these two teams. O'Hara drew first blood over Salesianum last night. Sal's didn't tie the score until late in the first period, and then the Maelstrom hit in the second. Slow starts have been commonplace for Salesianum, but as the old adage goes, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And an icing here against the Sals will pin them in their zone with 12:16 to go in the first period of a 0-0 hockey game. Delaware Hockey Night brought to you by the law offices of the law office, singular, of Long and Greenberg, presenting sponsors of Delaware Hockey Night, and we'll be hearing more from the law office of Long and Greenberg in the coming weeks as they'll be open for business come February. Puck thrown in right down the middle, stick down and covered by Tomaszewicz. For a break in the action with 11:46. To go in the first period. Fanning on the net front chance was Albert. The other Tomaszewicz, Alex, pushes it up the middle. Lost the puck, Schofield clogging up the slot for Salesianum. And now DeMasters turns this up the far side to Kinsler. Good feed to Schofield. Dot-to-dot pass. Sets up a Chris Albert shot, which is held on to by Tomaszewicz for a pause and play. Face-off coming to the right of Tomaszewicz, who recorded saves 2 and 3. And now Carlson was in for the draw. Across from Matt Bellepede. Puck controlled by Graham, held in by Nate Bellepede from center point. The headman pass up the slot led to a wide shot from Nick Lebuono. The scrappy sophomore with 7 goals and 10 assists on the season, averaging over 2 points a game from his appearances for Salesianum to this point in the season. De Toro left the puck back to Young. Intercepted at center by Pacitti, walked in, through traffic by Bellepede, couldn't split the wickets at the far dot as Young took the puck away from him. Breakaway chance from Jordan Janish. After a pass connected to him up the middle, cleared the crossbar behind Manzi. Thanking his lucky stars on that one. And this advance by Nick Lebuono back the other direction will be called back offside with 10 minutes and 16 seconds to go in first period play. Face off directly in front of the Unionville bench. Igo and Blackburn squaring off. Jack Igo, the junior, winning the draw, playing the puck into the near corner of the Unionville end. Kinsler couldn't maintain it off a failed clear. It was pushed free by Jackson Piscar, but he failed to connect with Blackburn on the breakout from our right to our left. Unionville wearing their away navy blue sweaters here today. Salesianum clad in their home whites. moving from left to right from our vantage point. Puck is flipped in by Burke. Controlled in the near corner by same Samuel Burke after he chipped the puck into Salesianum territory. He does so again, but Kinsler is uncontested on the race to at this time. In come the Sals again, putting on the brakes in the far corner was Kinsler, working the puck toward Igo at the point, but he missed his man. Race on for a loose puck leads to a 2-on-1 the other direction. The centering pass from Tomaszewicz was broken up, but Anderson finishes to put Unionville on the board mid-period. Eight minutes and 3 seconds into the opening frame. Jack Anderson gets his first goal. For the Longhorns, and his third of the season. Unionville goal, third of the season for number 14, Jack Anderson. Assisted by number 23, Anthony Culp, and number 21, Alexander Tomaszewicz. Time of the goal, 8 minutes, 3 seconds in the first period. Anderson's third from Culp and Tomaszewicz at 8:03. And for those of you tuning in at home, there under the scoreboard lies the summary of that first goal. Roughing called on William Pizzi. Just moments after the Unionville goal, sending Salesianum to their first Primo power play of the night. You too can score on the Primo power play. Visit your local neighborhood Primo Hoagies on Baltimore Pike in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, or order your next party tray online at primohoagies.com. Unionville penalty, assessed to number 81, William Pizzi. 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalty, 8 minutes, 48 seconds in the first period. Pizzi 2 for roughing at 8:48. Salesianum is on the Primo power play. Bellepede and Kinsler working the back end. Loose puck swatted out of the reach of Blackburn as the drop pass, while Kinsler really didn't hustle too much to gain that puck. It's walked up the far side by Albert. Dumped in low. Albert gets it again. To Kinsler up high. He gets a shot through, but it was blocked as soon as he got rid of it. Albert to Bellepede. Cross slot pass intended for Lebuono was blocked off its line. Bell didn't handle it cleanly in the slot, and the Unionville Longhorns clear. Forechecking pressure comes in the form of the goal scorer Jack Anderson. Here comes Liam Bell, barreling back in, up the middle. He got slowed up. Puck recovered by Lebuono. His shot was blocked. Corralling a loose puck was Albert. Couldn't put one on net from close range. Final 25 seconds of the penalty. Lebuono recovers the puck off the far boards, dishes it to Kinsler up high. Kinsler walks in. Puck is pushed clear by Hayden Gaffney, holding close to home to the aid of his netminder Zachary Tomaszewicz. who has stopped all 4 Salesianum shots he's seen to this point. Final seconds of the penalty tick away. Lebuono stick checked by Culp at the top of the circle. Now Culp herds Lebuono to the far corner. Cross slot pass to Masters, couldn't jam one in on the doorstep. Crossing to the near post was Tomaszewicz to make save number 5. Final 6 minutes of the first period of a 1-0 hockey game. Unionville with the lead over Salesianum, and now an odd man rush upon gaining the Salesianum zone. However, William Pizzi gave the puck away to DeMasters upon quickly being outnumbered just about 10 feet inside the line. Carlson turns, re-enters. Nate Bellepede steers him to the corner. He got a shot away though. Manzi popped it up in the air for save number 3 on 4 total shots to this point. Janish digs the puck free. It's worked now to the right point and John Young. DeMasters couldn't bring it down. Young throws the puck diagonally into the near corner where Nate Bellepede tips it beyond the reach of Janish. Igo advances to Pietro Paolo. 3-on-2, and a stick check shot goes up into the netting. Out of play with 5:07 to go in period number 1. Saving for retirement doesn't just happen overnight. For 35 years and counting, Limestone Pension Associates has helped small businesses craft and administer pension plans for their workforces. Learn more at limestonepension.net. Salesianum working to try to maintain attacking zone presence. Anthony Culp failed to clear as Moretti protected. The passes just aren't connecting tonight for Salesianum. Anderson couldn't line up Alex Tomaszewicz on a clean breakout. Puck ended up off its intended target. Moretti and Culp converging near corner. Knocked off his feet. Near side was Tomaszewicz, and emerging with the puck is Nate Bellepede. Bellepede takes a stick check from Anderson on his way up the middle. No icing as this puck is played from neutral ice back behind the Salesianum goal where the Mars man Logan Moretti hits Massey up the middle. Fellow Delaware Junior Blue Hens as well. We'll see their team in action one more time here on DHN this season on January 28th. And a puck out of play gives us a pause with just over 4 minutes to go in period number 1. Attacking zone face-off for Salesianum ultimately goes awry as the pass from Schofield to Pacity inside the line was intercepted and pushed up ice. A delayed offside enables Salesianum to reset. Puskar, surrounded by Salesianum players while offering forechecking, he stole the puck from Schofield briefly, but it was poke-checked out of his control and subsequently cleared deep up ice by Braden Graham. Pursued by Bellepede in the far corner. He's tied up by Puskar. Freeman recovers, gains center, launches the puck in from long range. Schofield recovers. Burke took it away from him. Puskar set up Burke in the low slot. Shot was blocked as soon as he got it away. Back in the neutral zone, Young chips the puck off the near glass to Burke, who's taken down by Schofield, and he's going to go with 3 minutes and change remaining in the opening period. Tripping called on Eamon Schofield, and the first Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. Of the game begins right now. Salesianum penalty assessed to number 36, Eamon Schofield. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 13 minutes, 56 seconds in the first period. Schofield 2 for tripping at 13:56. Schedule your first cleaning today by visiting DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Coming to the final 2.5 minutes of the first period with Unionville up 1-0 over Salesianum. Undefeated to this point in the season, 10-0-0 after their 9-2 rout of Cardinal O'Hara yesterday. Bellepede plays the body on Tomaszewicz in the far corner, but Anderson protects. To Tomaszewicz again, colliding with Morady, and this puck is pushed clear by Joey Pietropaulo. Down to the final 2 minutes of opening period action. Carlson to Janish on a cross ice breakout pass, I should say. Janish did get a shot away from the near dot, but that looked like it was headed wide of the post despite Manzi steering it into the corner. Extremely few shots on goal here in this first period. By our tally, Unionville 4, Salesianum 5. And we'll get confirmation on those numbers during the intermission. Kozink clears. 21 seconds remaining on the Schofield penalty. Janish with the puck again behind the Salesianum goal. Final seconds of the Schofield penalty have expired. 1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute. Nate Bellepede keeps play deep in the Unionville end, but he's stripped of the puck by Cole Blackburn, who slams it clear off the near boards as far as Schofield waiting at the Salesianum blue line. Here's Tuszynski on a near breakaway, blockered away by Tomaszewicz for save number 6. Final half minute of the first period. Stand the man, Stash Tuszynski. Angled to the left dots by Puskar. Tried to carry the puck in low, lost his shot lane and lost the puck too as Culp set up a 2-on-2 the other way before being stonewalled by Kinsler. Puck lay loose in front of the Salesianum bench. Samuel Burke gains it, but he's driven below the goal as we come to the final 6 seconds of the first period. Here's Kinsler trying to set up a final chance in the first period. Shot was blocked by DeToro, and the horn sounds to signal the end of the first. The score through 17 minutes. Unionville 1, Salesianum 0. We'll be back on Delaware Hockey Night presented by Long & Greenberg after the intermission. There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
It's time for the second period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Second period about to begin. 1 goal in the first. It came from Unionville's Jack Anderson, 8:03. Into the first. Second period brought to you by the Hooper family, longtime supporters of University of Delaware Blue Hens hockey and of tonight's coverage of Salesianum taking on Unionville here on Delaware Hockey Night TV. James Witherite flying solo. on the DHN airwaves here this evening. First half of a Friday doubleheader from Fred Rust Arena. Unionville in their away Navy kits, traveling from left to right in the second period. And Salesianum in their home whites, defending the net to our right and moving right to left. Here a shot from Braden Graham. Glanced off the pads of Tomaszewicz into the atmosphere. Graham again from longer range. That shot blocked in close. Lebuono to Graham at the near half wall. He steers the puck away from the reach of Carlson in behind the goal. Bellapede to Kinsler. Lebuono tried to set up Graham on the doorstep, but just no way that pass was going to connect. Hayden Gaffney steals the puck in the low slot, tries to slam it clear. Gaffney with time and space now, throws it up the neutral zone. Janish couldn't hack it down, and this will come back an icing with 15:46 to go in the second period of a 1-0 hockey game. Unionville with the advantage on the scoreboard, but a disadvantage in terms of this faceoff as it comes to the right of their netminder. DeMasters lined up a shot from the high slot right into the right leg of Tomaszewicz. Albert couldn't walk in cleanly from the corner. Puck ends up at the half wall near side again. A two-a-side battle for it goes the way of Salesianum. DeMasters brought it free. He tried to center to Tashinsky, but he couldn't get a clean shot away either. Delayed offside on the re-entry. DeMasters tags up. Now he pursues DeToro. And Corrado DeToro accelerates up the right wing boards. Lets the puck go just shy of the Salesianum blue line, rolling it into the far corner, where it's played back out by Albert to DeMasters again. Double L. Slowed up at center by a Tomaszewicz hip check. Tomaszewicz leaves this back to DeToro at the Unionville blue line. DeMasters turns up the forechecking heat now on Anthony Dang. Dang can't clear. Albert protects at the right point. Net front feed intended for DeMasters. Off the stick of Albert. Was blocked offline. Good execution. Just a roadblock in the way. There's Kinsler for the equal. No! It had all the appearance of it from here, but Tomaszewicz saved the day. The black tape right on the end of his paddle makes for a deceptive vantage point. Dang chips the puck up the left wing boards, lofted it about belt high. It ends up mid-zone on the Salesianum end, where Kinsler recovers. Headman to Pietro Paolo, now to Celentino. His shot is stick-checked into the netting and out of play as we take a look at that A-grade scoring chance for the Sals just a minute ago. A second look at it shows it rang off the post. It's that black tape on the end of the paddle that made it look at first glance like the equalizer. Schofield fans on the puck, trying to protect the zone for Salesianum. Gave it away to Burke. In a one-on-one, his shot is caught by Manzi for a pause in play. Just over 3.5 minutes have gone by in the second period. A 1-0 game, Unionville with the advantage over Salesianum. Salesianum played the puck behind to Schofield in the far corner. His stick was lifted. Emerging with the puck and getting a shot away, Carlson, denied by the Manzi waffle board. Here comes Albert the other direction. Rather, Braden Graham bulldozing up the far boards. Gain to the zone. Play halted by Brian Danish. Signaling interference with 4.5 gone. In the second period, and with the culprit being Corrado de Toro, Salesianum's headed back to the Primo power play. For the second time tonight, you too can score on the Primo power play. Visit your local neighborhood Primo Hoagies on Baltimore Pike in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, or order your next party tray online at primohoagies.com. Unionville penalty. Assessed to number 89, Corrado de Toro. 2 minutes for interference. Time of the penalty, 4 minutes, 30 seconds in the second period. De Toro 2 for interference at 4:30. Salesianum is on the Primo power play. Tuschinski working high in the zone, found Graham. Back to Tuschinski it comes. They change places. Net front feed, Massey. Couldn't stuff the puck past Tomaszewicz on the doorstep. Save number 11 for the Unionville netminder, and the Longhorns clear. Burke, Alex Tomaszewicz, Young, and Devlin on this penalty kill for the Longhorns. In comes Graham trying to set up Kinsler, but Young got a piece of that puck, and Blackburn gaining center, threw it in from the red stripe, where Manzi paddled it aside at the midpoint of the Salesianum power play. Second unit trying to make something happen here. Centering feed to Tuschinski from Massey. We have Michael Massey and Michael Manzi, and still to this day, we get the two tripped up. Salesianum ruled offside with 11:02 to go in the second. And another penalty. So it appeared. As Blackburn initially made his way toward the penalty box. We were mistaken. Still 5-on-4 for another 30 seconds. The University of Delaware Blue Hens trying to hit higher heights a little bit later tonight as they take on Rhode Island in their third of 4 meetings this season. Bellepede to Albert. Bellepede at the near point. Finds Kinsler. He tries to catch Anderson off his timing with a lazy pass in the corner. It too was broken up. This lofted by Kinsler across to Albert Farr's side. He caromed the puck low, and this was cleared by Freeman. Up the near wall, Culp's got a 2-on-0. LeBuono caught up to him. The shot in the slot from Jack Anderson. Held on to by Michael Manzi. An A-grade save to deny an A-grade chance. Beautiful centering pass, time and space galore for Jack Anderson, looking for his second of the night. And it remains a 1-0 hockey game. As Manzi answers the call, the other side, Salesianum couldn't get one past Tomaszewicz. Make a truly all-American meal the centerpiece of your next team event or special occasion. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky in nearby Claymont, Delaware can cater your next group event, offering pulled pork brisket and barbecue chicken on a daily basis, along with a variety of sauces and sides that are sure to please any appetite. Visit Sid's at Suite C26 in the Tri-State Industrial Center on Ridge Road in Claymont, open Monday through Saturday, or to place a catering order, call Sid's BBQ and Jerky. Or rather, visit Sid's BBQ and Jerky.com. Nearing halfway in the game. We're 7.5 minutes through the second period, and a frustrating second period at that for Salesianum. As for the second time this season, they trail. But they've yet to generate ample momentum to get back on level pegging with the Unionville Longhorns. Jordan Janish clears under pressure from Igo. There's no icing as Nate Bellapede's able to field the puck a good 40 feet inside his line. Young challenged directly by the forechecking Nate Bellapede. Finally breaks through. Cross-ice feed to Tomaszewicz. He launches the puck in from long range off the toe of Manzi's paddle. It ends up in the far corner. Pietro Paolo finds Schofield across ice. More time and space up the near wall enables Schofield to gain the Unionville zone. Threw a shot in, it was wide, caroming off the far corner to Masters. Couldn't walk it in the other way. He got slowed up in traffic in the far corner, namely Corrado de Toro, who's been a mighty strong presence at the Unionville blue line as we enter the second half of the game. Stan the man does it again! Stash Tuschinski puts Salesianum on level pegging. DeMasters working below the net. And Tuschinski has tied this hockey game up. It is now 1-1. A Salesianum goal, his 5th of the season, scored by number 17, Stanley Stash Tuschinski. Assisted by number 33, Leighton DeMasters. And number 9, Chris Albert. Time of the goal, 8 minutes, 57 seconds. In the second period, Tuschinski's 5th from DeMasters and Albert at 8:57. Nearly a chance the other way for Unionville to reclaim the lead, but again, Manzi holding up his end of the bargain. A LeBuono, rather a Schofield poke check, kept play in the neutral zone. Now Eamon Schofield, pursued by Pizzi, backhands the puck out of his reach. Kinsler works it up the near boards to Nick LeBuono. Cross ice feed to Graham. Gains the zone for the Sals, but Graham is slowed up by Young. They converge in the far corner, now at the center of a two-a-side battle. Young recovers, rolls the puck up the near side, where Janish is held in deep. Bellapede fans on the puck in the low slot. It was lofted by Carlson, batted down by Kinsler, now played on by the Longhorns, and brought up the far side by Janish, who initiated contact in front of his own bench with Bellapede. Play continues on, same Messer Savastano and Danish, and Christian Kinsler's wrist shot from 35 feet missed the near post. Lebuono's forced back into the neutral zone as we come to the final 6 minutes of second period play in the first half of our DHN doubleheader on this Friday from Fred Rust Arena. Salesianum and Unionville tied up one aside. In what is the second of 3 games in a 5-day stretch for Salesianum. They will host Avon Grove on Monday in a much anticipated game by both the Red Devils and the Sal's faithful, respectively. Gianni Pacidi works the puck up the far boards to Albert. Drop pass to DeMasters at the half wall. Shot from somewhat of an awkward angle was stick-checked and recovered by Connor Freeman, who caroms the puck clear. And this will come back an icing with just over 5 minutes to go in the second period. And an attacking zone draw coming up for Salesianum to try to maintain their momentum. Friends, if you're like me, healthy living is important, and Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help you and your family stay healthy at home with periodic sanitization and disinfecting of your trash and recycling bins. Schedule your first cleaning today at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Toshinsky to Albert at the near half wall. He tries to leave the puck to Pacidi, but it goes into the netting and out of play. It was ruled off a Unionville stick, so it's going to stay inside the zone. Just over 4.5 minutes remaining in the second period. Race on for the puck. The 41s, Puskar and Pacidi, converge in the near corner of the Sal zone. Pacidi had the better puck support. It was Logan Morady who advanced play into the neutral zone for the boys in white. Now Pacidi turns the puck off the far wall to Igo. Pietro Paolo just onside for the entry, leaves the puck to Liam Bell. Bell works below the goal. He tried to set up Igo in the high slot. It bounced off his stick up into the atmosphere, gloved down by Morady. Cleared back out by the Longhorns amid heavy congestion in the slot area. This pushed back as far as the Sal's blue line plus about 8 feet, where it's recovered by Pietro Paolo. Cross ice pass to Bell, trying to catch the Longhorns in the midst of a change, but a smart John Young poke check turned the puck into the far corner, out of the reach of Liam Bell, looking for the go-ahead. High shot came from Schofield through traffic, turned aside by Tomaszewicz to the near corner, where again a battle for the puck develops. Young took a shove to the back, and somebody's going to go as a result with 3.5 minutes to go in the second period. Liam Bell guilty of cross-checking, 13:28 into the second period, sending Salesianum back to the Delaware Trash Can Cleaning penalty kill. Schedule your first cleaning by visiting DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Salesianum penalty was assessed to number 12 Liam Bell, 2 minutes for cross-checking. Time of the penalty, 13 minutes, 28 seconds in the second period. Bell 2 for cross-checking at 13:28. Culp, who had the primary assist on the Anderson goal, is hassled in the far corner by Kozink. This puck left to Carlson, thrown in from the point, cleared out by Schofield, but Carlson holds. 50 seconds gone on the Bell penalty. Tomaszewicz to Janish. Slapper from high in the zone is skied into the netting and out of play. Two and a half minutes to go in the second period. Fresh legs on for Salesianum. Lebuono and Tomaszewicz took the draw to the right of Manzi, who's only seen 8 shots on goal, make it 9 as he falls on this puck to give us another pause. There's a new gold standard for digital media solutions for small businesses. 412 Communications offers web and graphic design, social media consultation, public relations, writing and editing services, multimedia solutions like the broadcast you're watching right now, and more. Visit 412communications.com to learn how they can help your brand build bridges with the people you serve. .2:11 remaining in period number 2. 39 seconds left on the bell cross-checking minor. Salesianum able to level the score thanks to Stosh Jashinsky off the DeMasters net front setup. But as far as maintaining momentum of their own, it's been a mighty uphill battle so far. Carlson to Anderson. Final 5 seconds of the second. Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill of the game have ticked away, and a puck cleared into the Unionville bench area. With 1:29 to go in the second period, gives us another break in the action. Face-off will be just to the right of Michael Manzi. Held in. Piscar couldn't chase the puck down in the low slot. This breakout is intercepted by Schofield, chipped off the near boards toward Tashinsky, but lofted over his head by Gaffney. Here's DeMasters. Fanning on the puck at the top of the far circle. 1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute. Kinsler won the race back to the middle of his own zone to protect the puck from Burke, but Salesianum's follow-up entry is called back offside. 47 seconds to go in the second. Of a 1-1 hockey game from Fred Rust Arena. Face-off just in front of the Salesianum bench. Sees Unionville's Alex Tomaszewicz push forward up the near side and in over the Sal's line, but Schofield recovers behind his own goal. Final half minute. Stretch pass to Lebuono. The further headman up the middle to Belopede was broken up. Lebuono recovers at the Unionville blue line. Schofield's got more space up the near side, but he's stonewalled by Connor Freeman right at the stripe. Tomaszewicz clears. Kinsler re-enters. Drop pass, caught Belopede unaware. That opens the door for a one-on-one for Culp. Culp angled to the far corner, lost his footing, and the horn sounds before Salesianum can mount a final counterattack of the second. The score through 2 periods. Salesianum 1, Unionville 1. We'll be back after the second intermission on DHS.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Watching the game or tailgating with friends? Score big and serve in style with Primo Hoagies party trays and sampler platters. There is no bigger crowd pleaser than Primo Hoagies, made only with the highest quality Thumann's meats and cheese, sliced fresh to order and served on Primo's award-winning seeded rolls. You get the best tasting hoagies in the area and save yourself the prep time. Stop into your local neighborhood Primo Hoagies on Baltimore Pike in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, or order your tray online at PrimoHoagies.com. It's not just a hoagie, it's a Primo.
It's time for the third period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Welcome back inside Delaware Hockey Night, presented by the Law Office of Long and Greenberg. 34 minutes in the books. And it's a 1-1 hockey game between the Unionville Longhorns, the newly named Unionville Longhorns, as it were, just a couple years ago. And Salesianum. Puck is down to start the third period between Matthew Carlson and Matt Bellapede. And the battle of the Mats goes the way of Bellapede, gaining the Unionville zone. But in terms of what Salesianum fans have come to expect, the offensive tour de force has yet to make its appearance. This is an icing against the Sals. Face-off will come back into their zone. Just 33 seconds into the third period. Culp and Bellapede meet to the left of Michael Manzi, who's saved 10 of 11 shots so far. Shots were even 7 aside in the second period between the Sals and the Longhorns. Longhorns coach Stephen King, native of Windsor, Ontario, was with Delaware Hockey Night in our first ever season of existence in 2017. At the time, he was the bench boss of the Avon Grove Red Devils. Who put together a playoff-worthy showing in 2017, and those Red Devils, now coached by Sean Cannon, will be here on DHN on Monday when they take on Salesianum from right here. Play restarted at the far dot. Puck over the glass and out of play. Gives us a pause in the action. It was ruled off of Sally's stick. So the restart is back in the neutral zone. Albert wins this draw, but gives the puck away over the line to John Young. He was slowed up by Tashinsky. Schofield chips the puck off the glass. Icing waved off as Rob Savastano ruled that Gaffney was able to play the puck, elected not to. Saw the washout and then finally put stick on puck, but couldn't get beyond center as Tashinsky comes pile driving right back in up the near side. Below the goal, he was stripped of the puck by Freeman. DeMasters recovers. Schofield rings one off the post from long distance. And this is pushed back into the neutral zone by Burke. Kinsler across ice to DeMasters, head man to Tuschinski. He dekes between defenders, crashed the net, but he's denied on the doorstep by Zachary Tomaszewicz. Let's see that again. Some fancy stick work there from Stan the Man, but just ran out of real estate. The blue paint crept up on him pretty quick. Justin Salentino on for the following draw. And a puck cleared by DeToro over the glass. Gives us another attacking zone face-off for Salesianum. Salentino crashing the net. Couldn't get one through. Bell's backhander off the rebound was over the crossbar. This is cleared, fanned on by Puskar, walked back in by Kinsler. He got a shot through from 40 feet atop the near circle. Puck batted down by Zach Tomaszewicz. Nobody home to field the rebound. This is offside. Watching the game on Delaware Hockey Night or tailgating with friends at Fred Rust Arena, whatever the case might be, score big and serve in style with Primo Hoagie's party trays and sampler platters. There is no crowd pleaser quite like Primo Hoagie's, made only with the finest quality Thuman's meats and cheese and sliced fresh to order. Served on Primo's award-winning seeded rolls. You get the best tasting hoagies in the area and you save yourself the prep time. This is offside again. Stop into your local neighborhood Primo Hoagies on Baltimore Pike in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, or order your next party tray online at primohoagies.com. It's not just a hoagie, it's a Primo. One hockey game, 3 minutes and change gone in the third period. As Fred Rust Arena starts to fill up a little bit more. The men's Division I Blue Hens back in town after being on the road, as were the rest of us. Last weekend, the men's Division I team was at Stony Brook, the men's Division II team in North Carolina. And the DHN crew made the trip down to the Research Triangle with the Division II squad for a little bit of road coverage, but always happy to be home. Pietro Paolo knocked off his feet after getting rid of the puck. That one let go as play continues on. Jack Farrell regains the Unionville zone. He was angled to the corner by Dang near his side, but couldn't set anything up on the doorstep. Schofield back at center. Trying to clear. Massey lost sight of the puck. Kinsler's got a breakaway shot, blockered high and away by Tomaszewicz. Schofield again failed to hold the point. Manzi steadies. And now Eamon Schofield's got to deal with two-ply forechecking pressure, with Kinsler leaving the puck back to him. Let's try again, he says. Schofield again hassled by Jack Anderson, lone goal scorer for Unionville so far tonight. His tally coming at the 8:03 mark of the first period. Massey drop pass to Farrell broken up. That paves the way for an odd man rush for the Longhorns. Anderson left the puck to Anthony Culp, leading goal scorer for Unionville with 15 on the season. Was high and wide on his chance from 25. Here's Anderson again off a botched pass. He heads off for a change after dumping the puck behind the Salesianum goal. Culp plays the body on Schofield, but Schofield took the better of that hit. Works the puck up the near wall beyond the reach of Belopede. It's chased down by Young. Belopede plays the body on him. but John Young is able to work this up ice at least a little bit before Nick LeBuono slowed up Young, and together they migrate over the blue line. Puskar uses Tomaszewicz as a screen to enter the Salesianum zone and work the puck in deep. This is cleared back. De Toro just in front of the Unionville blue line, taken down by Bellepede, who succeeded in separating player from puck. And now with just over 6 minutes gone of the third period of a 1-1 game, the Unionville Longhorns loft the puck out of their zone. Blackburn couldn't connect with Puskar over the center logo, and Bellepede drives it back into Unionville ice. Morady with a neutral zone headman feed finds Matt Bellepede this time. He's angled to the far corner while outnumbered. Centering pass to Graham. His shot was blocked from right between the circles. De Toro gains the puck in low. Ricochets this off the wall, and it will come back an icing with 10:05 to go in regulation. It's a 1-1 hockey game from Fred Rust Arena. Chris Albert is in for the draw. Across from Matthew Carlson. Carlson clears. Albert couldn't tag up in time for the re-entry to be good. This is offside. But Albert does win the face-off across from Carlson right in front of the Unionville bench to lead the re-entry for Salesianum. Puck covered up by Zachary Tomaszewicz for save number 19 on 20 total shots. Face-off comes to his left, where Chris Albert again will meet Carlson for the draw. Carlson wins this. Freeman can't carry him the puck clear. It's held in by Schofield at the left point. He takes a lazy shoulder check from Janish, but holds his ground. Janish muscles the puck back to center. Tuschinski takes it away from him. Game-winning goal yesterday, lone Salesianum goal today. And now Chris Albert tries to run the gauntlet between the circles to no avail. Tuschinski protects the puck for the Sals, offering good support to Albert on his pursuit of the go-ahead. Tuschinski couldn't hold off Carlson this time. Schofield protects his own blue line and dumps the puck into Unionville territory, enough to enable a partial changing of the guard for Brian LeBlanc's Salesianum team, looking to remain undefeated on the season, but so far they've met their match in Unionville in what is a 1-1 game. Kinsler smartly tags up. Albert gains the zone. Give and go. Bell to Pietro Paolo's shot from the low slot was high and wide. Anderson clears. Janish fed to Culp up the middle. He was slowed up by Kinsler, stayed with the puck, got a shot away from 12 feet out right side, but it sailed wide. Kinsler clears. He finds Liam Bell up the right wing boards. Bell, drop pass. Kinsler, shot from the half wall intercepted by Young. This is an icing with 8 minutes and change to go in the third period of a 1-1 hockey game. Face-off will take place to the left. Of Tomaszewicz as play restarts. And we're more than halfway through the third period of this 1-1 hockey game. Culp centering pass, nobody home after a strong Longhorn breakup. Freeman and Pacitti converge at the near half. Well, Gianni Pacitti recovering for Salesianum, trying to generate some space. He does to get away from Anderson, and he finds Igo on the breakout. Cross slot feed came from Pietro Paolo to Bell, but was launched off the near wall. Freeman stripped of the puck by Pietro Paolo. Freeman got it back, cleared to Anderson. He gains center before dumping in. Unionville with a concerted change. Salesianum gets some fresh legs on as well. Down to the final 7 and change of regulation of this 1-1 game. Graham couldn't traverse a congested slot. Matt Carlson takes the puck away from him, 1-on-2. Carlson lowers a shoulder, tries to pave a way to the crease, but Pacitti slowed him up 15 feet out. Dang recovered at center for Unionville. Carlson pinballs the puck to Janish, and he comes up the right wing boards, angled outside the house by Schofield, hanging close to home. Puck was on the backside of the net, popped free at the top of the crease, cleared by Salesianum, and now LeBuono's got a 2-on-2 to Graham. That cross slot pass evades the reach of Braden Graham, but it's held in by Christian Kinsler at the right point. Long shot from him, sticked away to the far corner, brought back the other direction by Jordan Janish. Janish in a 2-on-2 changes lanes, lost the puck at the top of the near circle. It's poked away from him by the scrappy sophomore Nick LeBuono, who lunged for the poke check. Schofield gains control of it for Salesianum in the far corner, but he's met there by Blackburn. The battle migrates below the goal. Sticks lifted. Blackburn tries to box out Schofield, but Eamon Schofield, with that superior wingspan, gains control for the boys in white again. Belupede tried to get fancy off the headman feed. Lost control of the puck. LeBuono offering support. Gets a shot in on Tomaszewicz. But Zach Tomaszewicz with save 21 keeps this a 1-1 hockey game. The chances starting to mount for Salesianum. They've accounted for 8 shots on goal here in the third period. Make it 9, make it 10. Albert tries to pick his corner. He does! Chris Albert has given Salesianum the lead. Net front perseverance. Enough to get him his 5th of the season. It's 2-1. Second time was a charm there. For Chris Albert to make this a 2-1 game. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back.
Bridges have connected people for centuries. When it comes to helping small businesses build bridges with the people they serve, there's a new gold standard. 412 Communications offers a uniquely comprehensive array of media solutions to help your brand establish and maintain strong, lasting connections with your clientele.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
So Albert with his 5th of the season gives Salesianum the go-ahead goal. With 5.5 minutes to go in the contest. There are the appropriate numbers. We'll show them to you again. Chris Albert with his 5th. Had the secondary assist on the Tuschinski goal. And here, puts Salesianum on top. Suffice it to say, these boys have got a flair for the dramatic at times. This was offside. Face-off will come back. To just above the Unionville blue line with 5 minutes and 10 seconds to go in third period play. Chris Albert with the go-ahead. Leighton DeMasters has had a hand on both goals as well. It's been the second line who's accounted for them both. Pacitti tried to find Albert, gave it away to Culp. DeToro steamrolls forward, but a poke check from Kinsler manning the near dot breaks up his advance. 4.5 minutes to go in the third period. Graham to LeBuono up the near side, enables Salesianum to regain attacking position. Culp tried to stretch ahead to DeToro through the neutral zone, but Schofield broke up that pass. Graham corrals a loose puck just inside his line. He finds Bellepede up the near wall. Bellepede slowed up by the reaching stick of Carlson. Regained by Nick LeBuono. He got a shot through. Tomaszewicz collides with Bellepede, who gets pinballed around low by Gaffney and as well by Janish. They break of their own volition. Meanwhile, William Pizzi leads the rush for Unionville on the counterattack. Drop pass resulted in a wide and high shot. Carlson, nearly the recipient of a centering pass, broken up by Bellepede. 2-on-2. Bellepede drop pass to LeBuono. He couldn't generate a shot lane as Young steered him to the near corner. Inside the final 190 seconds now of regulation, Braden Graham trying to burn the clock in the Unionville zone. Gave the puck away to Corrado DeToro. DeToro up the right dots. Works back in to a 3-ply Salesianum back check. And Schofield took the puck away from him, floated it back to center. Across from Culp to DeToro now. DeToro challenged by Kinsler. Lost control of the puck, delayed offside as Young worked the puck over the line with 2 Longhorns yet a 4. And that gave Schofield extra time to survey his options on the breakout. He finds Kinsler, who fires a cross-ice pass to Massey at center red. 2.5 minutes to go in regulation. In this 2-1 hockey game. Tomaszewicz could not get past Manzi on the doorstep with 2:17 to go. The Unionville net is now empty. Face off at the near dot of the Salesianum zone. Goes the way of the boys in white, and this will be carried up the left wall by Leighton DeMasters. 2-on-2. DeMasters couldn't center to Tuschinski. Good back check from Young to break up that pass. We've entered the final 2 minutes of the game. Salesianum looking to cling to a 2-1 lead. Unionville with the extra attacker on trying to maximize their 11th hour opportunities. Cole Blackburn hassled in the far corner by Morady. Gives the puck away to Tuschinski. Young protects at the left point. He rolls the puck behind the cage. Culp's stick lifted by Pacitti, who gains control of the puck for Salesianum. This thrown by Leighton DeMasters in for the empty netter. Double L, Leighton DeMasters off the setup from Pacitti. Launches that puck up ice. To put a bow on now a 3-1 contest. So Tomaszewicz back in his office for the final minute. 1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute. A Salesianum goal, his 4th of the season, scored by number 33, Leighton DeMasters. Assisted by number 41, Gianni Pacitti. Time of the empty net goal, 15 minutes, 38 seconds in the third period. DeMasters' 4th from Pacitti, an empty netter at 15:38. And after 2 third period goals, the second of which the empty netter, Kinsler will try for one more in the final 10. DeToro clears. This will come back an icing with 5.3 seconds remaining. And this final drop will be merely a formality. The crowd reaches a fever pitch off the draw. DeToro tries to start something, but to no avail. And that will do it, as Salesianum maintains their undefeated record. Tonight's final score: Salesianum 3, Unionville Longhorns 1. We'll be back with the 3 stars of the game after this brief timeout.
Bridges have connected people for centuries. When it comes to helping small businesses build bridges with the people they serve, there's a new gold standard. 412 Communications offers a uniquely comprehensive array of media solutions to help your brand establish and maintain strong, lasting connections with your clientele.
Watching the game or tailgating with friends? Score big and serve in style with Primo Hoagies party trays and sampler platters. There is no bigger crowd pleaser than Primo Hoagies, made only with the highest quality Thuman's meats and cheese, sliced fresh to order and served on Primo's award-winning seeded rolls. You get the best tasting hoagies in the area and save yourself the prep time. Stop into your local neighborhood Primo Hoagies on Baltimore Pike in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, or order your tray online at primohoagies.com. It's not just a hoagie, it's a Primo.
Not the 9-2 tour de force from yesterday, but there a look at the 3 stars of the game. Chris Albert with the game-winning goal. And a helper getting top star honors, Leighton DeMasters with a goal and 2 assists. Second star, Gianni Pacitti with solid defensive play throughout once again and an assist. Tonight's 3rd star of the game. Right now we're going to head downstairs to Salesianum captain Christian Kinsler to discuss matters from his perspective on his side of the glass. Christian, not the tour de force we saw yesterday, but solid team effort. A little bit slow out of the gate, but once you guys got your momentum in the second period, you really started to pick it up.
Yeah, James. I mean, we did start off slow, but I mean, in the middle of the timeout, we started to figure it out. We started to, realize we're in a good hockey game here. So, we got to get going.
Of course, it all starts at the blue line for you guys. Solid defense. Back check I thought was pretty good all night, but as far as generating those opportunities, you struggled early, but you really turned it on in the third period. And kudos to the second line, DeMasters, Albert, and Tuschinski. I thought they had a heck of a game.
Yeah, definitely. They really stepped it up when we need them. I mean, that's how big teams do it. It's how families roll, next man up mentality.
And everybody playing to support Michael Manzi. Solid effort from him, 12 saves on 13 shots. Just what more can we say about Manzi? He's really answered every call for this team.
There's really not much you can say. I mean, it's pretty simple. He's a stud in that,
Well, now 8-0-0, goals against average hovering just over 1. Like you said, he gets the job done and then some pretty much every night. Looking ahead to Monday, Avongrove, they're fast. You guys are fast and skilled. They're fast and skilled. What from your perspective can we see on Monday, and what's the message in the room?
Just play our game, play as a family, play how we've been. Hot start. Just got to get on them early. That's how you get it.
That's going to be the challenge, and of course they've got a stud in net too, in Justin Mackley, and they've got their fair share of firepower. So it's going to be a heck of a game on Monday. Go get some rest. A solid 2 games from you guys this week, and we'll see you again after the weekend.
All right. Thanks, James.
Thanks, Christian Kinsler, captain of Salesianum, who improved to 11-0-0 off the 3-1 victory over Unionville here on this Friday night. The Unionville Longhorns falling to 4-9-1 after today's defeat. Final score, Salesianum 3, Unionville 1. Salesianum will be back on Monday, taking on Avongrove. We'll be back at 8:15 p.m. Airtime for the second half of our doubleheader, as Delaware's Men's Division I Blue Hens and Rhode Island will meet for the first half of their weekend set. For the whole crew, Josie Billett, Joe Sindoni, Ray Catolo, all the rest, James Witherite saying thank you for joining us. And we'll do it all again in just under an hour.